right, so you got approved for your mortgage, but now what the heck is all this paperwork the guy shot you? Jamie Millhiser, Fairway Mortgage. What we want to do in this video real quick is talk about some of the common bumps in the carpet when a client or a prospective borrower is going over the RESPA package. The first thing that's most important is your 1003, your residential loan application. You're going to want to look over this for accuracy, because if there's inaccuracies in the beginning of the loan, trust me, there's going to be inaccuracies at the end of the loan, and that's when you miss your closing date. You want to look this thing over for name, date of birth, social security number, where you've lived, where you've worked in the last 2 years, your gross monthly income, the difference between your present and proposed mortgage payment, your current liabilities. You also have your schedule of real estate on here, and then your HMDA information. These are things like your race, ethnicity, and your gender. Also important for government monitoring purposes. The last page of the 1003 commits a whole nother page to your schedule of real estate. It's going to dive into it one more time, where you live, what properties you own, and what kind of liens you have on them. Now this one here, this is our no kidding document, okay? During the loan process, don't quit your job, don't get fired from your job, try not to change jobs, and don't buy a Ferrari. If you think you shouldn't do it, don't, and then call us and make sure that it's okay. The next document is your appraisal application disclosure. This lets you know that you have a right to a copy of your appraisal, and you have a right to a copy of that appraisal a minimum of 3 days prior to close. Social Security Administration authorization. This has to be executed on every file. This is one of those quality control things. Basically what we're going to do with this is bounce your information off the SSA database and make sure you got a valid SOC. The good faith estimate. Very important document. This is going to depict and allocate all the closing costs you're likely to incur during the process of your loan. Now, you want to make sure that you have every box on this clarified, that it's exactly what your lender told you would be paying, and you also need to know, is this rolled into my loan, or are these out-of-pocket closing costs? Here's probably the most confusing one. This one's called the Truth in Lending Disclosure Statement. You're going to see this anytime you take out an installment loan. Car, boat, house, ATV, whatever. It's got the 4 boxes on the top, and don't look at this one over here. It'll make you want to puke a little bit. But over here's your APR. It's always higher than your actual rate because it takes into account the closing costs, mortgage insurance, and other finance charges you might have built into the loan. Also, features such as adjustable rate or balloon will also affect this APR. The APR should only be used for shopping purposes. We always recommend that you check everything out with other lenders. Whoever has the lowest APR, theoretically in a long-term loan, always has the best deal. This rate, this number here, only counts during the shopping period. After that, you have to look at what the real rate is that your lender's disclosing to you. Blanket authorization. Okay, every loan needs this. Long story short, myself or any employee of the firm can compile private financial information in order to get your loan done, i.e. verifications of employment, payoffs, talking to your insurance agent, whatever. This document is also somewhat new to our industry. It's being executed on every file once again as part of our quality control. It's the 4506T. Looks like an IRS document because it is one. Basically what we do on every file now is we have to bounce your information off the IRS database and make sure the income that you provided us that's in your file jives with what you reported to Uncle Sam. And the last one, this one's kind of a downer. This is your mortgage fraud is investigated by the FBI notice. If you commit mortgage fraud, you're going to prison. If I commit mortgage fraud, I'm going to prison. And I know you probably are too cute, and I know I'm too cute to go to prison. So no mortgage fraud, okay? Hey. That's it. That's the easiest stuff right there. That's the toughest stuff you're going to see in a RESPA package. If we left any stone unturned here, feel free to call me or the team. Phone number's right there. We're here for you 24/7. That's a quick breakdown of RESPA. Jamie Millhiser, Fairway Mortgage. Thanks for watching the video. I want you to follow Millie on Twitter, or you're not getting your tax return money.